Greetings, fellow cooks. I'm Marcelino Bernie from Dr. Flavor. Yes, we are cooking for the holidays. And guess what? We have a great menu for you today. We're actually making venison meatballs. As you know, we went deer hunting in West Virginia not too long ago, and we got a deer. So we're cooking some venison meatballs. You're going to love it right here on Dr. Flavor. So, as you know, the holidays is a great time to cook for friends and cook for family. This is just a great opportunity to actually bring everybody together. So, first of all, I just want to let you know there's a few people on YouTube that you need to check out. First of all, my all-time favorite, Emeril Lagasse, is on YouTube, and he has got great stuff. So, check it out. The other thing is there's a young guy, a Cuban-American chef named Chef Brad. He's on YouTube and on Facebook, and he is a high-energy guy, very entertaining, and you're going to love it. Oh, by the way, you will learn some Spanish with him, I can assure you. Okay, so let's go over some of the ingredients for the meatballs. Obviously, we're talking about venison, so we're going to use venison ground. So I'm using some ground, they call it deer burger, but it's processed meat. So we're using almost 3 pounds of this stuff and 1 pound of Jimmy Dean sausage. Now, don't buy the generic stuff. This is not good. This is Jimmy Dean sausage, and you'll see the difference. The generic stuff is white when you open it up. A lot of fat, not much meat. This has got meat, and it's got some fat, and it's beautiful. So you definitely want to use Jimmy Dean brand. You're going to have 2 eggs. You're going to have about 1/3 of a carton of Panko breadcrumb, or just regular breadcrumbs. You're going to spice it up with my go-to, which is complete seasoning by Badias, some cumin, some black pepper, and some cayenne. So definitely want to use some cayenne with it because it's good. Now, so these are going to be incorporated into that. You want to make sure that you get all the ingredients in there, massage it a little bit, but don't break it down too much. And you definitely want to make sure it stays cold, because if it heats up too much, then it's going to get all gummy, and you don't want to do that. So, industrial size Sweet Baby Rays barbecue sauce, my favorite, absolutely. So you're going to love this stuff. Now, because it's game, you want to kick it up a little bit. So we're going to use a little bit of whiskey, bourbon, anything along that line is good. You can use some rum if you want to. This is an old bottle. I only have a little bit left. Actually, this was my father's stock from way back. So this bottle is probably about 40 years old. And let's get cooking. Okay, so let's start working on this stuff. Gotta put the meat in there. All right. So at this point, we got the meat in there. We're going to put some eggs. So. Okay, so got the meat, got the 2 eggs in there. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting in some of the seasonings. About half a teaspoon of cayenne. Definitely a good teaspoon, if not more, of Badias complete seasoning. About a teaspoon of black pepper. Half a teaspoon of cumin. And at this point, we're going to start also adding a little bit of panko. About a cup. And yes, we're going to use a little bit of my old-time favorite, Sweet Baby Rays. Love this stuff. They have in all kinds of. They have all kinds of flavors. Basic works fine for me. And we're going to put in about. Whoa, that's about half a cup. All right, so let's go ahead and start massaging it in. Get all the ingredients in there. You definitely want to incorporate the sausage into the meat. It's very important to have at least one part sausage and 3 parts venison. Because if you don't use sausage into your venison ground, then what happens is it's going to be fairly dry and it's going to be a little bit gamey. So all right, so I just broke up the chunks of sausage, and it's pretty well blended into the mix. All right. So what we're going to do now, since it's all pretty well blended, I'm going to take a little melon scooper. I'm going to make a mound like this, and I'm going to scoop it out, round it out a little bit. Don't touch it too much. And we're just going to start putting it in the pan, because what we're going to do is we're going to bake this initially. And so you make like a nice little mound like that, and round it out. Perfect. And remember, if you handle it too much, it'll start melting and it's going to start getting gooey. Don't want to do that. So okay, folks, so see the meatballs done, fairly symmetrical. This for the extras that didn't fit in here. And I'll tell you, this is a lot of work, but it's an act of love, because you're going to present beautiful food to your family and friends. Okay, so now we're going to put it in the oven. Okay, so cook these guys for 375 degrees for approximately 20 minutes. And it's not perfectly cooked because I want it to cook further in the crock pot. Well, friends, in editing, I found that the end part of the meatballs did not come through. Just want to tell you that it tasted fantastic, and I would highly recommend as one of your options for the holiday menu. So once again, I I recommend to please share this video and others with friends. Subscribe if you haven't. It really does help me. And, come on back for the next one, because we're going to be cooking right here on Dr. Flavor.